Today we will learn how to solve inequalities by multiplication and division. So rule for solve inequality by multiplication and division, this is the rule. When you multiply or divide each side of an inequality by a negative number, you must reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. I will give you some examples over here. Let's take an example. I am having negative 4x 16. So how I will solve this inequality? So how I will solve this inequality is says negative 4 times x. So I will divide by negative 4 both the sides. Now let's read our rule. When you multiply or divide, in this example I'm dividing each side. I divided each side of an inequality by a negative number. You see I divided by negative number. You must reverse the direction. So direction of this inequality symbol I should reverse. It was going in right direction. I change it to left direction. This I have to keep in mind whenever I am solving inequalities by multiplication and division. So what will happen in this case is negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. Only x is left over here. But when you divide 16 by negative 4, it will give you negative 4. So important thing to keep in mind is you are reversing the direction of the inequality symbol. Always remember. And it happens only in two cases. One, whenever you multiply or divide each side of an inequality by a negative number. Okay, now let's do question number 1. Now question number 1 says negative 5 times x is less than or equal to 25. Negative 5 times. So what is the opposite of times? Division. So what I will do is I will divide both the sides by what? The coefficient of x, which is negative 5. So I will divide this side also by negative 5. Now keep in mind the rule which we learned on the previous slide. Whenever you multiply or divide, in this case we are dividing both the sides by a negative number. Yes, I'm dividing by negative 5. I should change the direction of my inequality symbol. If this is less than equal to, my answer will have what? Greater than equal to symbol. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 will give me 1. I will just write this over here because these two gets cancelled out. X. For this part it is 25 divided by negative 5. You should always use calculator. Now in my calculator you see there's a fraction button 25 and it's your divided by. Now this is a negative sign. Do not use this sign. That's a minus sign. Negative 5, because if you use this sign and it gives you error, go back and change to this sign over here. Negative 5. So my answer is negative 5 over here. Look here, when I will rewrite mine, it says x is greater than or equal to negative 5. See, we started with less than or equal to, it changed to greater than or equal to. Okay, let's try to do second problem. It says 6 times y is greater than 36. So how I can solve this? I can solve this by same procedure I was solving equation. Divide both the sides by the coefficient of this variable. 6 times 6 is 1, it just came over here. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Now the question comes is whether we have to change the direction of the symbol. No, because in this case you see there's a negative 5. Is this a negative 6? No. So in this case you are only dividing by a positive number. So this rule does not apply over here, and this is your final answer. So this is very important to keep in mind when you are working out with solving inequality. Let's take one more example. It is saying 14 times m is greater than or equal to negative 140. Now, is this is m. This is the coefficient for m. Is this coefficient negative sign? No. So what we'll do, you will divide by only what? By a positive 14. Again, your rule for number 1 does not apply over here because you are not dividing by a negative sign, because see, this is negative 5, that's why you have to divide by negative 5. But since this is positive 14, we are dividing by positive 14. So our rule will not apply over here, the reversing the direction of the inequality symbol. 14 divided by 14 gives me 1, so I'll bring my m over here. But negative 140 divided by positive 14 will give me negative 10. Do not change this because look at this place. We divided by positive 14, but in this case we divided by what? Negative 5. That's why we change the sign over here. In this case we will not change anything, we'll keep it like this. So this question number 3 is similar to what? Question number 2. In both we did not change the direction of the inequality symbol. But in first one we changed it. So always remember, it is very important to follow the rules. Okay, now let's work on this question over here. This says negative 2 times x plus 5 is greater than equal to 21. I will circle first of all my variable part. So I will get rid of plus 5. So this will give me 0. I will bring this negative 2x over here. And what is 21 minus 5? It will give me 16. Now, this is a tricky part. What it says? It says negative 2 times x. Okay, negative 2 times x. So if you want to isolate this x, or if you want to find the value of, what should I do? I have to divide by negative 2. Now keep in mind, since I'm dividing by negative 2 both the sides, I have to change the direction of this symbol. So what I did, I divided by negative 2 over here. This will be cancelled out. I will have x over here, and when I divide this, 16 divided by negative 2, it will give me what? Negative 8. So now it should be clear to you because it depends on the coefficient. Okay, now let's look at another example. Now another example, it says negative 7 times y minus 7 is less than equal to positive 14. So first of all, what I will do is I will circle this part. Now this is what? Minus 7. So how I can get rid of negative 7 or minus 7? I have to add 7 to both the sides. So this will be cancelled out 0. I will bring this back down, negative 7y. Now I am not changing any symbol. Now let's do this part of the question. It says negative 7 times y. You see negative 7 times y. So this is negative 7 times, so I have to divide by negative 7 to get rid of this. So this should be very clear to you. Since I am dividing by negative 7 both the sides, I have to change the direction of my inequality symbol. When I do this, it will give me negative 3. So that's my answer. Okay, so we started with less than equal to 14 and we ended up with greater than equal to for negative 3. So symbol has been changed. Okay, we will practice 2 more questions. Negative 5m plus 15 is greater than negative 130. So I will use the same approach. I will circle this part over here. And what is the opposite of plus sign? Is some minus sign. So I'll write minus 15. Negative 5m plus 15, opposite of plus is minus sign, subtract 15 from both the sides. So plus 15 minus 15 will give me 0. I'll bring this negative 5m down over here. Now keep in mind, you only change the direction of the symbol when you divide or multiply by a negative number. Look, I neither divided nor multiply. I just subtracted 15. I'm not using the word addition, multiplication, division. So let's try to work it out with these two over here. So it says negative 130. I will use this sign over here, 130, and minus sign 15. Use the signs properly. it gave me negative 145. So at this place I will write over here negative 145. So after this, let's keep going. It says 5 times. Can you hear I'm using the word times? Negative 5 times m. So negative 5 times m means I have to divide by what? Negative 5. And I have to do the same thing divided by negative 5. Look, since I use the word divided by negative 5, I have to change the direction of this inequality symbol. So this will be m, but this will be cancelled out. And negative 145 divided by negative 5, again, use your calculator. Okay, if you are not using it, then this means your concepts are really good. If in case you are struggling with addition subtraction, use a calculator. Negative 5. See, it gave me answer positive 29. I will never make mistakes. So this is my what? Positive 29. So when I read this, it says m is less than 29. Alright, let's do this question over here. Negative 7y is greater than 3y. Now different thing in this question is you will see y on both the sides. Whenever you see this type of problem, what you do is first of all get rid of the y from one side. So I will subtract 3y from both the sides. So 3y minus 3y is 0, but negative 7y minus 3y. So negative 7 minus 3 will give you what? Negative 10 is equal to negative 10. So okay, I messed up. There's no equal sign. There is what? There is an inequality symbol. This one over here, that's greater than. Now look at what I'm doing. I'm reading my step. It says negative 10 times y. So what I will do is I will divide by negative 10. And I will divide by negative 10. This will be gone. Y is, I have to change the symbol. And you divide using a calculator. It gives you this answer. Okay. So that's it.